Just alluding to Willie there about if there's ever a time to knock off two sides in the top four, this last 2 weeks has been the time. What's been the catalyst to those two victories?
I think obviously we had a disappointment at Wembley, and then we went to Saints and didn't perform very well, and then we sort of set a goal of a little block that we needed to make sure we were playing really well to give ourselves the best chance. We knew we were in a scrap to get into the finals, and we just went about doing our work every day, preparing well, and set a goal to win 2 out of 3 games, and we got the first one done and the second one done, and we've got a bit of momentum now. So it's been really nice to get back to playing really good rugby and take that confidence and hopefully we can continue that momentum and confidence going forward.
Just give me an insight into the mindset of after the Wembley and after the Saints game. Did the senior leadership group, get their heads together, rally the troops, or was that something that came from within each player?
Yeah, I think Willie's great. He sets the tone, and then we sort of drive the standards, and we know who we are and what we do when we play well. So it's just about identifying the areas that we need to really focus on to give ourselves the best chance on the weekend. And I think, we set every week up and we have goals of things we want to achieve throughout the week, and we go about our business every week. And, it's a strange thing to say, but we just, stick to our processes and understand our systems, and that's what we really focus on.
Well, personally, you had a huge disappointment at Wembley, as did everyone else, in not getting over the line and winning the Challenge Cup. But it was quickly pointed out that it's not the end of the season, and it definitely isn't, is it?
No, that's right. And I've said before, I think the staff have done a really good job in the club of, making sure that we got back to our best straight away, that we got a bit of time off and we were able to regroup, refreshen up, set some goals about what we want to achieve for the rest of the year. And, to the boys' players, they've really bought into that. And, I think it's really showed over the last few weeks.
Well, you've still got a little bit to do to secure a place in the playoffs, in the top 6. But do you believe that if you were to get that job done, you have a realistic chance of having a good go at it?
Oh, we just have to, like you said, there's still plenty of rugby to play first. We've got a tough game on.
I don't want to get ahead of it.
Exactly. No, neither do I. And that's the focus. We're focused on this week. We know our destiny's in our own hands, and that's through, performing every game that's, left. That's what's going to get us in the finals.
Are you surprised by how mediocre Huddersfield have been this season?
I think they'll be disappointed in themselves, the way they played last year, but they haven't seemed to really pull it together. But, they're a dangerous team. They possess some players with some great attacking, flair, and when they do get it right, they're a tough team to play. So, we're going to have to be on our game on Friday.
Yeah, indeed. I think that they're a way better team than the results have shown, and I've been saying it all season, somebody's going to cop for it, but nobody has yet, have they?
Yeah, that's right, but they're in every game, they're competitive, and like you said, when their systems are they play the way they want to play, they're a tough team to defend against, and I think they've still got a really good defensive record, so, we're going to have to break them down, it's no doubt about that. We're in no illusion to it's going to be a tough game on Friday.
Is it keeping to your own processes and having patience that's going to be the key?
Absolutely. Like I said before, we know what we need to do to give ourselves the best chance on Friday. And it's been a formula that we've stuck by because we know it works. And, we need to make sure we're driving those standards and, preparing as best we can and give ourselves the best chance on Friday.
Well, you've got no Elliot Minchella, and he's a big part. But no team is one man, is it?
No, definitely not. And I think that's been, one of our real big strengths this year. We're a squad. And, the boys that have been given an opportunity have standed up to the role that they've needed to play. And like I said, they know their role within the system and they come in, every week and do a good job for us. So, it's next men up mentality. Unfortunately, we will miss Mooney because he's been, really consistent for us, this year. But, when you've got guys you can call on like Dean Hadley, who, has been doing a wonderful job for us as well, you're in safe hands.
And we've waited a long time with the problems that you've had with your spine. But Jack Walker, Snyder, Michael Lewis, Matt Parcell certainly have clicked in the last 2 games, haven't they?
Yeah, I think we've really honed in on our attack, and I think it's really flowing nicely. And, I think Jack and Mikey and Matty, they possess a lot of speed, and speed's hard to defend against. But, I think we've been given the license to play a bit more freely and, play eyes up, attacking football. And I think you can really see the result of that over the last 2 weeks. And like you said, we have to be patient, but, we also don't want to lock up, and we're encouraged to, play eyes up footy.
One final question to you. You could have Jordan Abdul back in the mix somewhere along the line at Huddersfield. Don't quite know where, but if he is named in the 21 and he is in the 17, how big an encouragement going into the end of the season is that?
Yeah, well, we all saw what, Jordan did at the start of the year, and he's been an integral part of our squad for, the last few years. And, it's a great problem to have when you've got players of his caliber coming back at the right time of the year. It's going to keep everyone on their toes. And, like I said, it's only going to bring out the best in everyone else. And Jordan's, he's shown when he takes lead of this team that he's, probably one of the better halfbacks in the competition, or, whatever role that it is that he does play, we've got full confidence he'll come in and do a job.
Yeah, and you don't have to dash quite so much to get under the high ball because he's up there a long time. You can almost get there in walking pace, can't you?
That's it. Or that's only one of the skills he possesses. He's great at leading the team around the park, and when he plays on the ball, you just know that you're going to be getting a good ball. And like I said, he plays his role within the system really well.